just gone 6 o'clock. It's Saturday the 6th of May and welcome to our Saturday evening news programme, coming to you live from the heart of White Regis. And this week it is a bank holiday weekend, of course, for the coronation, so we have a slightly shorter programme for you this week. And today, of course, we have seen the event that has not happened for generations, well, about 70 years I think it is, as the nation and hundreds of millions of people across the world have witnessed the coronation of King Charles III. And as we say, as it's a bank holiday and there's lots going on TV and lots of parties going on, we've done a much shorter programme for you this week. But we are still here with the news and the headlines. So, in the news this week, sadly, officers from Dorset... Oh, that's the wrong one. We didn't want that yet. Sorry. Sadly, officers from Dorset Police are investigating a fatal road traffic collision that happened in Woolland Gardens in White Regis on Tuesday this week. Dorset Police were called to the incident in which a white Mercedes Sprinter van collided with a pedestrian in Woolland Gardens at 12:49 on Tuesday the 2nd of May. Officers attended along with the ambulance service, but sadly the pedestrian, an elderly local lady, was pronounced dead at the scene, and her next of kin have been informed. A 39-year-old man from Southampton was arrested on suspicion of driving offences. He's been released on police bail as further inquiries are conducted. Now, Police Sergeant Mark Burton of the Roads Policing Team from Dorset Police said, "Foremost, our thoughts are with the loved ones of the lady who has sadly died in this collision. We're conducting a thorough investigation to establish the full circumstances of the incident, and I would urge any witnesses who have not already spoken to the police to please contact us. Also, I'd like to hear from anyone who may have captured anything relevant on dashcam footage or CCTV. Now, if you've got any information on that unfortunate incident in White Regis from Tuesday at lunchtime, do give Dorset Police a call on 101. Or if you'd like to give that information anonymously, it can be done via Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. Now, award-winning Weymouth barbers, Barberista UK, have teamed up with Dorset Mental Health Forum and local community organisations to offer men a safe place to get a free haircut whilst opening up about their mental health if they wish. The monthly sessions are run by peer specialists from the Forum's sport and social team alongside barber Alex Douglas, giving men opportunities to speak up within a non-judgmental environment. Local boxing group Fight Back Mental Health and charity The Lantern Trust have also been closely involved with the initiative, bringing men they are working alongside to the sessions. Barberista UK's owner Alex Douglas said the shop has a very relaxed vibe to it with TV, pool table and a football table. People can get a fresh cut and shave, they can have a chat with other like-minded people, shoot a bit of pool and just generally take some time out. Now, Sarah Rose is the operational director for Dorset Mental Health Forum, and she said the project is a wonderful opportunity to create space in the heart of the community to normalise mental health and enable people to access peer support. We see community connections as a vital part of recovery and are delighted to work in partnership with Barberista UK. The initiative focuses on the direct link between self-esteem and mental health. A haircut, a shave can give someone the needed confidence to boost after not having the ability to look after themselves in what could have been a very long time. By providing peer support in the local community, the sports and social team are able to signpost to their regular group activities as well as being on hand to talk to if people are struggling with their mental health. Now, if you're an organisation interested in referring to the initiative or require further information on wider sports and social groups, please contact the Senior Peer Specialist, Tia Ruse, on 07436 127 186. That's Tia Ruse on 07436 127 186. Now, businesses in Weymouth are being asked by the Weymouth Bid to make a change to help the environment. The Bid, or We Are Weymouth, as it's also known, is asking local businesses to pledge to make just one small change which improves their environmental footprint. Changes may be something like recycling more, volunteering for a litter pick, purchasing things locally, or anything like that. The Bid says if businesses all do this and just do one thing, it will take the town one step closer to being a greener town. Now, we mentioned mental health services just now, and staying with mental health services, a new specialist service is being launched to support women experiencing pregnancy-related fear, trauma or loss. The Maternal Mental Health Service, run by Dorset Healthcare, focuses on birth trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder, moderate to severe tocophobia, baby loss including miscarriages, IVF failure, stillbirth or neonatal death. As these issues can cause significant distress, the service offers psychological assessments, evidence-based psychological therapy and specialist counselling from 2 dedicated clinical psychologists. The service has been unveiled during Mental Health Awareness Week, during Maternal Mental Health Awareness Week, which is this last week, 1st to the 7th of May, which aims to spotlight the mental issues that mums can experience before, after and during pregnancy. Now, to access this service, you need to speak to your GP or other health professional and ask them to make a referral to the service on your behalf. Now, Dorset Council and Dorset Police have this week set out their position on the Home Office's plans to house asylum seekers on a barge in Portland Port later this year. The statement reads, "The organisations have questions about the proposal that remain unanswered and continue to seek clarity from the Home Office on plans. Both agencies have statutory responsibility to ensure minimum impact on local services should the Home Office plan go ahead." Councillor Spencer Flower, who's the leader of Dorset Council, says Dorset Council's position has not changed. "We still have serious reservations about the appropriateness of Portland Port in this scenario and we remain opposed to the proposals." However, like all local agencies, we have a statutory responsibility to fulfil and collectively want to ensure that robust arrangements are in place if this goes ahead. We still have unanswered questions which we are waiting for the Home Office and the barge operator to respond to. I want to reassure local people and businesses that Dorset Council, along with its trusted partners, is working to address the concerns. Now, David Sivip, who's the Police and Crime Commissioner, stated, "I would like to reassure Dorset residents that Dorset Police have started the necessary and detailed planning required to ensure both asylum seekers and residents will be kept safe. Currently, though, we also have detailed questions that need answering and that are necessary to ensure the safety of all concerned. I've been and remain in regular contact with both the Home Secretary and the Policing Minister with regard to the funding that will be required to meet the extra policing needs that this project will entail. I am determined that the funding should not come from the current police budget or from the people of Dorset, and I will continue to push the government to fully fund the necessary security requirements brought about by the decision they have made to site this barge here in our county." Now, Dorset Police and Dorset Council will continue to seek clarification from the Home Office on how plans to operate the barge will be put in place. Now, there's to be a lasting legacy from today's coronation for people and nature. The government are to leave a lasting public legacy for people and nature with the renaming of the England Coast Path to celebrate the coronation of His Majesty King Charles III. As Prince of Wales, His Majesty expressed a deep love and concern for England's wildlife, natural and rural places, frequently reflecting on his love of walking and its role in promoting a healthy mind and body. The plans will see the England Coast Path renamed to King Charles III England Coast Path after an unveiling on the 10th of May, leaving a lasting legacy to be enjoyed by people around the entire English coastline. The King Charles III England Coast Path will be a 2,700 mile long national trail around the whole of the English coast, passing through some of our finest countryside and some of England's most stunning, dynamic and internationally famous coastal scenery. And of course this does come through Dorset Heritage Coast as well. Natural England has worked in partnership with local authorities to open up 794 miles of the route so far, and the trail will be fully walkable by the end of 2024, connecting communities from Northumberland to Cumbria via Cornwall. To celebrate the path's gradual completion, a series of events will be held across England throughout the summer of 2023. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Hopefully I will get through the headlines, we will see. Now, officers from Dorset Police are investigating an alleged sexual assault in Weymouth and are appealing for witnesses or anyone with information to come forward. It was reported that between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. on Thursday, 27th of April, a man was travelling on the number 10 bus from Bridport Road in Dorchester to King's Statue in Weymouth when he engaged a teenage girl in conversation and sat down next to her. It was alleged that after they had both got off the bus in Weymouth, he subsequently grabbed the girl and kissed her in the area of Weymouth train station. Following inquiries, a Weymouth man aged in his 70s was arrested on suspicion of sexual assault. He has been released on police bail as investigations continue. Also from Dorset Police, they're investigating a robbery in Weymouth and are appealing for witnesses. The incident occurred between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Sunday the 23rd of April in the area of Asda in Newstead Road. It is reported that a woman was approached by a group of young people and had her bank card stolen. She sustained facial injuries that are not believed to be serious. Police Constable Jamie Ralphs of Weymouth Police said, "I am conducting inquiries to establish the full circumstances of the incident, and I would like to hear from any witnesses. I'm also keen to speak to anyone who may have captured anything on dashcam or mobile phone footage." Now, if you can help with any of those incidents with Dorset Police or the earlier fatality we mentioned at the start of the programme, then the number for Dorset Police again is 101, or anonymously via Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. Now, a restaurant that closed on Portland back in November is to reopen under new management and a new name. The former Boat That Rocks premises will be reopened by Boat Folk Bars Limited and will be called Salt. The Boat That Rocks closed suddenly back in November when a notice was placed on the door and on social media thanking everyone for their support and saying that rocketing bills had led to the decision to close. Boat Folk are already involved in the kitchen a short distance away and also overlooking the marina. It operates other dining locations mainly across the south coast, as well as offering a range of marina services from its base in Bursledon near Southampton. Some preparatory work at the premises is already underway and plans to reconfigure the front and rear entrance stairs and the addition of an external bar and kitchen area on the ground floor are to be done before it is open. And finally, in our headlines this week, all Dorset Council car park and on-street pay and display machines are to be replaced. Starting in Park Street, Weymouth on Tuesday the 9th of May. Replacement of the machines is expected to be complete by mid-July, with the new machines offering improved reliability and a consistent user experience. The machines will provide customers with a range of payment options including cash, card, Apple Pay, Google Pay and an online app. Wi-Fi will also be improved in car parks with weak phone signals, ensuring smoother transactions. The payment facilities and display screens will be at a height suitable for wheelchair users. Updated communications technology will enable the council to be automatically informed if the machines experience a fault, and the required fix happening quickly and remotely whenever possible. Well, that's the end of the headlines in tonight's programme. And in tonight's shorter programme, we're going straight over to our regular contributor, Andrew Wright, for this week's film review and preview.
Welcome to White Regis TV Film Review and Preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This week, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 released in cinemas as the final film in the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. The film stars Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper, and revolves around the Guardians going up against Rocket Raccoon's creator, the High Evolutionary, in order to save Rocket. The film is the completion of fan favourite filmmaker James Gunn's association with the MCU as he moves over to DC Studios. The film currently has 80% positive reviews from critics and 97% positive reviews from audiences, with the film's average rating being 4.2 out of 5. With the film being praised as an emotional last hurrah to the MCU's unexpected fan favourite heroes. The film is in cinemas now, so go check it out. I will check it out when I have the chance, so stay tuned. A strike by the Writers Guild of America got underway this week. This means that scriptwriters are currently on strike for a currently undetermined amount of time, affecting the production of practically every TV show and movie that has an American writing presence. The most notable film confirmed to be affected so far is the Marvel Cinematic Universe reboot of Blade, which shut down pre-production this week prior to its June filming. Other films and TV shows are set to follow, with the picket lines disrupting several filming locations in both New York and Los Angeles. This is a developing story, so I will keep you updated with any major developments. This week, the Super Mario Bros. Movie passed $1 billion at the worldwide box office after a month in the cinema, with the UK being the film's second biggest international territory. This makes the film the highest grossing film based on a video game ever, and the highest grossing film of 2023 so far. The film has also beaten the smaller box office records of various other films in terms of opening day weekend, Easter weekend, and video game adaptations. I reviewed the film when it came out and I gave it 3.5 stars out of 5. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I will have more film news. Now back to Gary in the studio.
Thank you very much there, Andrew. And yes, the developing story there with the strike by the scriptwriters. I was listening to that yesterday on the radio as well. So we'll see how that affects lots of those things in production. One thing that we have got for you this week is a new trailer from Warner Brothers for Dune 2. You remember previously, a couple of years ago, we actually trailered the original Dune. The saga continues as award-winning filmmaker Denis Villeneuve embarks on Dune Part 2, the next chapter of Frank Herbert's celebrated novel Dune, with an expanded all-star international ensemble cast. The film from Warner Brothers Pictures and Legendary Pictures is the highly anticipated follow-up of the 2021 six-time Academy Award-winning Dune. Dune Part 2 will explore the mythical journey of Paul Atreides as he unites with Chani and the Freeman while on the warpath of revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family. Facing a choice between the love of his life and the fate of the known universe, he endeavours to prevent a terrible future only he can foresee. Now it's from Warner Brothers and it's due for release worldwide on the 3rd of November. And here it is for you now.
It's breathtaking. When you see sand here, imagine water. If you dive in, you can't reach the bottom.
You dive in?
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain. The end of House Atreides.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
Have you ever had a dream about your first ride?
Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct. Nothing fancy.
I understand. Nothing fancy.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope!
May thy knife chip and shatter.
that's Dune 2 from Warner Brothers, or Dune Part 2 from Warner Brothers, due out worldwide on the 3rd of November. So it's time in the programme to see what the weather has in store for us for the rest of this weekend. And we go to the Met Office, and this week the forecast is presented by Greg Dewhurst.
Hello there, welcome to your latest broadcast from the Met Office. A mixed picture over the next few days. There will be quite a lot of cloud around, the risk of some rain, but some sunshine too. Today's rain will slowly move out the way. We will see a better day on Sunday, plenty of sunny spells, but it doesn't last long before further weather systems move in from the Atlantic. Wet and windy weather spreading in across much of the UK through Bank Holiday Monday. So let's look at the details for the rest of Saturday afternoon and into the evening time. Much of England and Wales, quite a cloudy picture, some low cloud, murky conditions in places. Some outbreaks of rain, perhaps one or two heavier bursts possible within that. Some brighter skies trying to come into the southwest of England and Wales. This could trigger one or two heavy showers. However, northern England, Northern Ireland and much of Scotland generally brighter here with some sunny spells, but the chance of some heavy thundery showers across Northern Ireland, southern Scotland in particular. This could lead to some tricky travelling conditions. The breeze still coming in off the North Sea across eastern parts of Scotland. This will lead to some low cloud and drizzle in places here, and that will hold back the temperatures, just 11 or 12 Celsius for Aberdeen. Elsewhere, generally reaching the mid locally high teens where we see any brighter spells. So quite a muggy feeling afternoon to come. So quite a grey end to Saturday. Outbreaks of rain, particularly across central and eastern parts, could be heavy at times, but it slowly starts to ease and move across into the North Sea into the early hours. In the west, generally drier, some clear spells, but overall a lot of cloud around, some murky conditions, mist and murk over the hills. Temperatures, though, holding up in double figures. So a less chilly start to Sunday morning compared to what we've been used to for much of the month so far, but it does mean quite a cloudy start. Best of the sunny spells across the west to start the day. The east quite murky. Outbreaks of rain. But into the afternoon, it should brighten up for many of us. Plenty of sunny spells, particularly across central parts of England here. The risk of a few heavy showers across eastern England, one or two rumbles of thunder possible. Just notice along the coast of northeast England into eastern Scotland, some low cloud lingering here. So it could lap on shore at times, and the cloud thickening across Northern Ireland later on in the afternoon, a few spots of rain. But generally light winds for many, and that sunshine around it will really boost those temperatures. 21, 22, maybe even 23 degrees possible across central parts of England, making it the warmest day of the year so far. But just notice still quite chilly eastern Scotland where that cloud lingers. So fine end to the day on Sunday for many. Heavy showers across eastern parts will ease, though that thicker cloud will be bringing the risk of some heavy rain as we move through to the end of Sunday into Monday across parts of Northern Ireland, western Scotland, generally elsewhere driest for longest. And then more unsettled weather for Bank Holiday Monday. After a murky start, we've got that rain across western areas, and that will sweep its way eastwards through the day. Some of the rain will be heavy at times, accompanied by some fairly strong winds. Best of the sunshine and bright weather holding on across the far east and southeast of England, and in that sunshine won't feel too bad. So there's quite a lot going on with the weather over the next few days. For more information, you can follow us on our social media channels. I'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much there, Greg, and let's see what the local weather has in store for us on the week ahead. And there we go, Sunday not too bad, thank goodness. Bank Holiday Monday, wet as usual for Bank Holiday Monday, and rain and sunny spells throughout the rest of the week, with Thursday looking to be and Monday and Thursday looking to be the wettest days. So there we go. Now moving to the What's On section. Coming up in the next few weeks, Weymouth Pavilion first of all, 11th of May the New York Bee Gees, 12th of May Genesis concert, 13th of May a tribute to Amy, 19th of May the Bowie Experience. Box office is either online at weymouthpavilion.com or on the telephone 01305 783 225. That's 01305 783 225. Now tomorrow in White Regis, the big coronation celebration is on from 12 noon to 5 p.m. in the grounds of All Saints Church. Be a brass band, barbecue, a bar, Teddy Zitwar from 2, tower tours, church tours, tombola, raffle, crane, make your own crane competition, and lots more things. Entry is free to the church grounds and all are welcome. Also at the Knowth Fort tomorrow, they continue their Coronation Festival. On the 13th and 14th of May, they've got their Classified Bunker. 10th of June from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. is their Silent Disco. And the theatre production Much Ado About Nothing is on the 2nd of August. Car boot sale being organised for Weymouth Lifeboat. That's taking place at Bagwell Farm on Sunday the 14th of May starting at 8 o'clock. For more information, search for Bagwell Farm Car Boot Sale on Facebook. The National Trust have got National Trust South Dorset branch of a talk on metal detecting by Stuart MacLeod called Metal Detecting in Dorset, A Beginner's Guide on Tuesday the 23rd of May at 2:30 p.m. at St Aldham's Church Centre, Spa Road. It's £3 for members, £4 for non-members. You don't need to book in advance, you can just turn up and pay on the door. Tomorrow, regular church services in Wyke are 8 o'clock at All Saints Church. 9:30 is a special Coronation Cafe church service before the big coronation celebrations, and 11 o'clock at St Edmunds. And our other programme tonight is our Saturday night quiz, and this week, because it's a coronation and bank holiday weekend, it is a special coronation focused quiz tonight at 7:30. Streams will be live by 7:20. You're most welcome to join us. It's free and suitable for the whole family. Now that brings us to the end of this week's programme. Much shorter programme, as we said. Bank holiday weekend, coronation on, and lots of things on TV and parties going on. So thank you for joining us. We will be back with you next week at 6 o'clock as usual. If you have any stories or news for us, or anything you'd like us to share with the community, do drop us a line. We're always pleased to receive your information at news@whiteregis.tv. That's news@whiteregis.tv. Hope you enjoy the rest of this bank holiday weekend, whatever you're doing, whether it's coronation focused or otherwise, and have a good week ahead, and I'll see you again next Saturday at 6 o'clock. Good night.